Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. I am Pooja Devedi, and in this segment today we will discuss objective questions to help you crack prelims. So let's begin with the practice question of the last segment. Consider the following statements. Gita Govind, an important text of the Bhakti movement, depicts the relationship between Lord Krishna and his consort Radha. Gita Govind is originally written by the 12th century poet Jayadev. Victoria Memorial Hall in Kolkata has put on display one of its oldest manuscripts, a handwritten 18th century copy of Gita Govind. So we had to select the correct statements. All these statements are correct. The correct answer to this question is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Recently, the Union Minister of Culture launched the book Gita Govind, Jayadev's Divine Odyssey, along with an exhibition on Gita Govind and program Buzurgon Ki Baat Desh Ke Saath at IGNCA New Delhi. And we have talked about the content of Gita Govind along with the writer and the year. That means the writer is Jayadev and it was written in the 12th century. Also, Victoria Memorial Hall in Kolkata has put on display one of its oldest manuscripts, a handwritten 18th century copy of Gita Govind. Let's move forward. Consider the following statements. Anthracite is the best quality of coal with the highest calorific value and carries 80% to 95% of carbon content. Lignite is the first stage of transformation from wood to coal with low calorific value and less than 40% carbon content. Coal beneficiation is a process by which the quality of raw coal is improved. So, we have to select the correct statement. Now, if we talk about the first statement, it is correct that anthracite is the best quality of coal having the highest calorific value and carries 80% to 95% carbon content. The second statement is incorrect. Why? Because it's not lignite that is the first stage of transformation from wood to coal, but peat is, P-E-A-T. And it has low calorific value along with less than 40% carbon content. And if we talk about coal beneficiation, it is a process by which the quality of raw coal is improved and refined. So, the correct answer to this question should be 1 and 3, that is option C. According to a recent report prepared by Ember India, does not require additional new coal capacity to meet expected demand growth by financial year 2030. Moving on to the next question, consider the following statements. Black gram can be cultivated as both kharif and rabi crops. The MSPs of Toria and dehusked coconut are fixed on the basis of MSPs of rapeseed, mustard and copra respectively. We have to select the incorrect statement. MSP or the minimum support price is the price at which the government buys food crops from or commercial crops from farmers in order to have a proper support to farmers so that in case of price volatility, there is no such thing as distress sale. So both these statements are actually correct. The correct answer to this question is option D. The centre has increased the minimum support price for wheat for the upcoming Rabi season to Rs 2015 per quintal, a 2% hike from the 1975 per quintal rate of last year. Black gram can be cultivated both as kharif and rabi crops. And let's move forward to the next question. Consider the following statements. The C-295 MW aircraft is a transport aircraft of 5 to 10 ton capacity that will replace the aging Avro aircraft of IAF. 16 C-295 MW aircraft will be delivered in fly-away condition from Russia to India. We have to select the correct statement. So, 16 C-295 MW aircraft will be delivered in fly-away condition. That is correct. And that is from Spain to India, not Russia to India. So, the second statement is incorrect. The first statement is definitely correct. The correct answer to this question is option A. Recently, the Cabinet approved procurement of 56 C-295 MW transport aircraft for the Indian Air Forces. And please keep in mind that it will replace Avro aircraft of IAF. Moving on, consider the following statements regarding the river Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra river originates from the Shamyangdang glacier of Kailash range near the Mansarovar lake, that's in Tibet. It enters India through Assam. Manas and Subansiri are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. We have to select the correct statement. Okay, the first statement is definitely correct, that Brahmaputra river originates from the Shamyangdang glacier of the Kailash range near Mansarovar lake, that is in Tibet. But it doesn't enter India through Assam. It enters India from Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Second statement is incorrect. The third is correct. The correct answer to this question is option B. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has notified the eco-sensitive zone of the Deepor Beel Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam. It is located southwest of Guwahati city, Assam, and is the erstwhile water channel of river Brahmaputra. And let's move on to the next question. Consider the following: lifestyle material footprint, food wastage, plastic waste, sustainable tourism. The above mentioned targets describe which of the Sustainable Development Goals. So it is actually option A, Sustainable Development Goal number 12. Recently, it was found that India's progress in regard to the Sustainable Development Goal 12 is fair enough but not satisfactory. If we talk about the targets of it, the targets are as follows: to implement the 10-year framework of programs on sustainable consumption and production, by 2030, achieve the sustainable management and efficient use of natural resources, by 2030, halve per capita global food waste at the retail and consumer levels and reduce food losses along production and supply chains, including post-harvest losses. By 2030, substantially reduce plastic waste generation through prevention, reduction, recycling and reuse, and to develop and implement tools to monitor sustainable development impacts for sustainable tourism that creates jobs and promotes local culture and products. Moving on to the next question. Consider the following statements with respect to Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. Phase 2 will be implemented from 2020-21 to 24-25 in a mission mode manner. GOBAR-DHAN is a part of the mission. We have to select the correct statement. Both these statements are correct. The correct answer is option C. Swachh Survekshan Gramin 21 will be launched under the Swachh Bharat Mission Phase 2 today. As a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Swachh Survekshan Gramin aims to support the acceleration of open defecation free plus interventions and results in the country. Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, that is SBMG, Phase 2 will be implemented from the given years, and GOBAR-DHAN, that is Galvanizing Organic Bio-Agro Resources scheme, is a part of the Swachh Bharat mission. It was launched in 2018 by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Prana Portal, recently seen in the news, has been launched by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So, Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, on Tuesday, that is September 7, launched Pran. Pran, meaning life in Sanskrit, is a portal for regulation of air pollution in 132 cities across the country. Moving on, consider the following statements with respect to Poshan Abhiyan. It aims to improve the nutritional outcomes of adolescents, children and pregnant women only. It aims at removing malnutrition from the country by 2025. We have to select the incorrect statement. So, Poshan Abhiyan, it wants to make India malnutrition free India by the year 2022 and not 25. So, the second statement is incorrect. Also, if we look at the first statement, it wants to improve the nutritional outcomes of adolescents, children, pregnant women and lactating mothers also. So, both the statements are incorrect. The correct answer is option C. Every year since 2018, Poshan Mah or Nutrition Month, National Nutrition Month, is celebrated in the month of September. Poshan Abhiyan, the mission is a multi-ministerial initiative and aims at removing malnutrition from the country by 2022. And this is India's flagship scheme to improve the nutritional outcomes of adolescents, children, pregnant women and lactating mothers. India's first emergency landing strip on the highway for Indian Air Force planes will be inaugurated in which of the following states? Ladakh, Jammu, Rajasthan, Arunachal Pradesh. The correct answer to this question is option C. India's first emergency landing strip on the highway for Indian Air Force planes will be inaugurated in Rajasthan. And the Union Minister of Defence and Nitin Gadkari will inaugurate an emergency landing strip at Gandhav Bhaskar section on National Highway 925 in Barmar on Thursday for Indian Air Force planes. Moving on, consider the following statements with respect to vaccination. Edward Jenner is considered the founder of vaccinology in the West in 1796. He demonstrated immunity to smallpox. We have to select the correct statement. So, vaccine has derived from a Latin word, namely cow. And because the demonstration of vaccine was with respect to cowpox, that is why it has emerged from that only. Vac means cow. So, this is a knowledge to be noted down. And Edward Jenner is considered to be the founder of vaccinology in the West in 1796. And yes, he demonstrated immunity to smallpox. So, the correct answer is option C. Edward Jenner is considered the founder of vaccinology in the West. He inoculated a 13-year-old boy with vaccinia virus cowpox and demonstrated immunity to smallpox. In 1798, first smallpox vaccine was developed. Moving on to the practice question, which of the following sectors are covered under the Product Linked Incentive Scheme? Pharmaceutical drugs, telecom and networking products, textiles, specialty steels. So we will choose the correct answer using these codes. That's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.